Hello everyone, my name is Uthris, and welcome back to Going Medieval. It is a rainy autumn day, day number 8 in autumn, though it is total day 175. We have been here for a little while, have we not? So, today, what I want to do, we have successfully defended our little hilltop, but we have a little bit of a raid going on downhill. We got plenty of raiders. Doesn't look like they have any archers, so a bunch of infantry, so our archers should be able to do a lot of the work here, so that'll be good. And we're just getting the town ready here to defend the area. But before we do that, let's start the episode as always and get some names out of the way. So we have, wow, a lot of 5 people wanted to join the town since the last time I've done this. We have, and I'm just gonna name them in order here, right? So we're gonna get a Bob. 2 people actually wanted a Bob in the town, so I guess you guys get to share. We're going to get a Edgar for good luck in the town. We're also going to welcome Jake. Welcome aboard. And Camdon, welcome aboard. And last spot, which is actually our last settler, so we had just enough room here. Yox. So welcome to the settlement. And grab a spear, grab a weapon. We're gonna go ahead and defend our little hillside, our little piece of paradise that we have. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get all these archers up here along the cliff edge. And then we'll probably bring the infantry down a level. Lately, there's so many enemies that they've been kind of getting up a little too close to my archers. So I'm actually going to bring infantry down here. Kind of block them. That way the archers kind of forever get the height bonus. Which apparently definitely helps a lot. So it's a rainy day, like I said. Deer coming by. Oh, raid is starting. Now I'm hearing comments that there's trebuchets in this game. And I see that there's an icon obviously for warfare. I can't make any, and I haven't seen any, and it's been many years. So I don't know what's up with that, or why, and also why the raid is only sending 3 people to attack. That doesn't seem very effective against an archer line. Oh my lord. How's that going? Oh, it's a beautiful, look at that. Look at that bit of sun coming in through the clouds. Beautiful, coming across the church. We're going to be talking about the church a little bit this episode too. There's going to be some changes, and that's part of what we're going to be spending some more time on today. And as we talk about more long-term plans, mostly defensive plans, I would think. Okay, these guys do not know how to path over here very well. They're just trickling in, and honestly, it's not ending very well for them by doing so. each person that just shows up on my hillside gets pegged in the head here. Okay, all right, Ulrich. Let's see how well you do. You don't have a shield. That's a problem. Okay, he's dead already. Brinston. Oh, they're going for Jeffrey. Okay, they go above. Alright, solid performance, no damage taken, and we are good to go. Just like that. Alright. I'm actually going to, what I do now at the moment, our people tend to really not enjoy having these dead bodies on our on-ramp. And I'm going to just manually assign a few people to take a few of them away so that we can get them stored over here so that they can decompose. I don't bother burying these guys. It's not really a priority for me. I just kind of throw them into a stockpile and then move on so that we can get them out of sight, out of mind, and make our citizens a little bit happier than normal. We'll also enable pickup on all these items so that we can deconstruct them for some materials. And we should be pretty much good to go, I think, at this phase for talking about the plans going forward. Little bit of stuff to do, for sure. So, what I want, if we come back here to the church, everyone liked the church, so thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. You can see I'm actually building some scaffolding right now to get up to the top. And some things are happening over here on the side. There is a side entrance to the church now. And it actually goes down a level. And this is going to be the crypt. Our people are getting up there in age. Our people might even start dying soon. I don't know all the things we'll start facing. But you can see that we are starting to lay out a crypt. And what I want, eventually, once we can, we want to, each crypt room is going to be this shape, with some nice smooth stone brick walls here. So like here and here. And there's going to be cubbies of 3 long. And what that fits is a perfect kind of just stone sarcophagus. Look at that. So people will be buried along these walls. And the pathway might, we might get a couple branches out. And that might be pretty cool. And maybe there's not really like any good, I think stone is the best one. There's no like metal version that's like embossed or anything like that. But I also want these. I want a symbol of religion on both sides. So we're actually going to hang a bunch of symbols first, and then we'll put these sarcophagus over them. And then maybe even like a torch on top of that or something, just to make the area look pretty cool looking. Best descriptor I've ever had on this channel, let me tell you. Uthris, English language. Very, very well in control of the English language, let me tell you. Okay, so the problem with this is it had some unknown effects to the church. So the top part of the roof kind of collapsed, and even a bit of the floor that I've already repaired. And that's just because while we are digging down here, I need to be very careful about where I dig and how I dig, so that when basically we just need supports. We need proper supports in good areas to facilitate expansion. So there's going to be multiple branches, and the branches are going to probably go off this way, which would be cool. And we're also going to have some nice supports in the actual floor itself. So you can see that we have these beams going across. So we really only have a 3 wide gap really at any time. And so that'll keep the stability hopefully at a decent level. Let's try to put down our first sarcophagus. Or should I add them, you think, after people die? I'm not quite sure. Also, got to do iron skulls down here, because we're fancy like that here in Uthris. Super fancy. So you can see I'm deleting these in a little bit more of a structured pattern, unlike before. And then I'm trying to get some of the walls built up. And this is just, sadly, a very time-consuming thing to do. It's not very interesting either. The schedule, by the way, I've decided to just let my citizens be self-sufficient and work however they want to work. They can sleep whenever they want. They can work when they want to work. They can go and have a bit of a play if they want also. I just got tired of trying to manage a balanced schedule. And when people got overly exhausted, people were just passing out, and it was just kind of really annoying to deal with. So now people just kind of go about their day as required. It's not that big of a deal. Look at our storehouse, guys. Our storehouse is like completely full. I never thought I'd get this thing this full. Now, granted, most of it's like stone and coal and materials, nothing like of import. But I want to eventually build a storage yard down here in the mine for actual stone and materials, because it's just starting to get a little absurd with this stuff. Actually, that didn't collapse anything up here, did it? Okay. Luckily it did not, because I wanted to add another roof. And let's go ahead and get a zone in here. So, you know, there's a lot of just little things that we can do. Let's do clear all material. So let's do limestone. Sticks, yes. I'm tired of sticks taking up other storage. Sticks are the worst. They're the absolute worst. I have 4,000 sticks, and there's nothing I can do with them. Coal, yeah, sure. I'm starting to get a decent amount of coal. Clay. I think that's decent. There. And we can go ahead and tell them to dig out the next room soon on here, and we'll just start storing all of the heavy raw resources down there. Because honestly, I don't need to access it a crazy amount. And I might even still keep like maybe one of these large piles for some of these materials. So like, for example, if I just clear this, oh my god, that's gonna lag. And just like say, hey, we can still put limestone in here, or clay limestone, right? And that's it, clay and limestone. All right. Basically, hopefully, as we fill this area up with clay and limestone, these areas will get moved down and open it back up for more additional storage. And if I need more storage up here, I'll start opening it back up as we need, but bulk of it will be down below, which will hopefully work out for us. Let's come back down here. Everything's just like piecemeal. It's just like one little piece at a time. It's going slow. Even with all the people that we have, it's just a bit of a slow process. Actually, I'm gonna cancel that. I want maybe just the main thing to go out this way. And we can do a clay brazier. Beautiful. That just, for some reason, marks this one simple path that just branches out left and right. How about left and right, torches only? Forward, down the main path here, we'll use braziers. That way people have a clear indication on where they need to go in here to move. 1, 2, let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Do I have that right? I don't think I have this right. 2, 4, 5, and then the third one is the doorway. Boom, boom. I'm not sure if I have this right. Come down. It's a little annoying. The slice view in this game is not, in my opinion, as good as some others. It's not awful, but sometimes it's a little hard to read what I'm looking at. I think these 3 needs to be placed with stone. And then this is a cubby. Yes, I think that's correct. So there can be, like, for example, three tombs in here, because it's not going to go any farther than that. I don't want it to go too much farther out from underneath the church this direction, or really this direction. I just want it to maybe do 2 I think we'll just start with one row, and then the start of like the next kind of section, and then we can expand it as we need. That way we don't waste too much time down here. It says Uthris as he wastes too much time down here. Okay, we got that. Let's go ahead and mine out these 3. That will need to be brick. And brick here, and then brick here, I guess. Yes, that looks correct. We'll get rid of that one. And then we can start on this room over here. I'm gonna try and just do like a parameter kind of removal here. So this is the 3. If I do this, I'm also gonna need to do this to get rid of, so we're gonna replace that. Right, and go ahead and build up this support beam. Get a little bit of, ooh, the iron breacher is pretty cool. I think that'll be a little bit more fortification. Iron brazier for fortification. Stone, nice kind of warm braziers for living areas and details. I think that would be good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build a bridge across this, and then we're going to build a staircase up to here, because I actually want to open up all these windows. I thought about it between episodes, and I was like, I'll open up these windows, make it look real good. Make it look real good. And we can also talk about what else I've done. There used to be a little bit of a hill here. I completely removed it. That took a while. I kind of cleaned up the hillside a little bit, and we're gonna get ready to start marking out the defenses. I also kind of pushed back this hill and kind of curved it, because what we're going to do is build up kind of a mini wall and buttressing that will support the keep. And this natural terrain, which is kind of in the way of being able to do that. So pushing that back, which is again why we have so much material. We have 1,700 clay, we have 8,400 freaking limestone. We're pretty good on material. Our food situation is hopefully going to be pretty good for winter. I say hopefully. I mean, look at this courtyard. This is nice with all the foliage kind of growing in. I'm adding flax also to near buildings, because I felt like our flax production was a little weak for armor and clothes, so we need to start introducing that also. So we'll come down here and we'll get some of these big columns back up. I think a lot of our people are sleeping. I need to just sit it on 3 times speed. I can't just wait. Let's do a stone sarcophagus, see kind of how that's actually going to look. And scrolls always on left. Dreamcatcher thing always on right. It's probably gonna be our setup for that. Iron sconce over there. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Get the support in. Oh, all right, this guy. No enemy corpse, only settler corpses can be in here. Look at that. It's an open cactus. Cactus? It's a very prickly box. It's casket. Ready to be used. Hopefully we don't have to use it anytime soon. I want our villagers to live long time. Ideally. So we'll go ahead and start clearing up the room completely. Deleting some of these things. Very nice. I think the one resource we're actually kind of light on is always wood. We've only got 111 of it, so I'm gonna have to cut down more trees. Which is a shame, because that's just gonna give us more bloody sticks. And I've been thinking about my position on building traps. Traps might be a good thing to do just long term. Alright, so right side, left side, sconce. Go ahead and delete that. And then we can get the floor. I'm just using a nice rough stone floor. I felt like that felt the, kind of filled in the crypt, and also, breaks the wall and floor apart pretty well, because there's just going to be that different texture. Don't tell me someone's in here. Here lies Uthris Kane. Did we have a settler die? We had no one named that. Okay. Weird. Maybe they snuck in a person before, but I'm a little disappointed. I'm deconstructing it. There should be no... Yeah, this guy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He doesn't belong in our crypt. What the heck is this? Honoring an enemy like that. You might have to wait to put the sarcophagus down until people actually start dying on our team then. Okay, get rid of these. Get rid of these for the walls. We can go ahead and build these walls. Then we can get those in, so we can start reinforcing this. Once this is built, we can get the crossbeam. How we doing up here? Have they progressed? Okay, good. They have progressed a little bit, which means we can plop that down. I don't think I need that, to be honest. Man, maintenance on the cathedral, guys. You're just watching Cathedral Maintenance Simulator. Tell you what, it's already 25 minutes into this episode. I want to finish up this crypt, so I'm going to finish up this crypt. I know it's taken forever, and I apologize. It's just digging and making sure this thing doesn't fall over is really hard, so bear with me, and we'll be right back. Okay, that took way longer than I thought it would be, but that's just the price that I pay to add dumb details around a build like this. So the roof is repaired. Stability is sitting at 1 at the very top. No surprise there. And I opened up all the windows, which makes this tower look a little bit cooler looking. So I'm happy about that. If we hop down into the crypt, we have it all fully furnished here. So you can see we have the sarcophagus with, both religious symbols and a torch under or by each of these. We currently have 10 plots for burial. I figured that would be enough for now. I'm not going to expand it until we probably fill up 8 or so of these, or 6 to 8, and then we can just dig out some more plots. And it looks pretty good. I definitely think this turned out really good. It's a rather simple structure, but technically challenging due to the location and all the extra height with the church being right above it. So very interesting to build with some sort of, you know, structural integrity. And I really enjoy the challenge. So we're going to be planting a little bit of a garden here just to fill in some areas. I really, really wish I could put dirt down into back over this or something. Devs, you know, if you watch these videos, you know, I need more terrain editing tools, and I need a lot more blocks to really facilitate detailed buildings. But I'm sure you guys are working on it. So otherwise, thank you for what we do have. Now we get to, oh, by the way, this took like a whole season to do. Actually many years. I worked a lot off camera before even recording this, right? So we're almost like a year or two into this just renovation project. I'm cleaning up the hillside here because I want to start working on our walls and our gatehouse and some actual defensive structures at this stage. You know, I'm still super worried about the risk of our trebuchet friends showing up. Again, I haven't seen one, so I don't know really what they do. But let's go ahead. I want a 4 wide path because this is going to be essentially the only way into the castle for the most part. It might not always be that way, but it's going to be the main way for now, at least. We might need some side entrances in case we need to defend, like, say, from like this direction or this direction a little bit. But we'll get there when we get there, kind of deal, right? So I kind of want this kill box area, and the way I'm creating this is I am doing a bloop, bloop, a bit of a wide staircase sort of thing. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build walls out and around so that we can kind of create a little bit of a funnel for our archer to kind of always shoot down at. And then there's going to be, you know, kind of an entryway here. I'm thinking about not putting a door because, one, we don't really have a door big enough to span a 4 wide gap. And two, I want to encourage the AI to try and use this path. Maybe some of the side entrances we'll just do 2 wide and have like just a double door so that people can kind of spill out quickly if they need to. But I want to encourage the AI to come this way. And the best way to do that is to simply allow them to do so. It's winter. Building is going to be a little bit slow. I know you guys hate it when I build in winter like this. Now that we actually have the official staircase, I can get rid of that secondary ramp and create a actual single path now. So that'll be cool over here. I'm also worried that, you know, enemies that spawn up here, so we will be building a wall on this section. I'm thinking we should probably focus on all the gatehouses first and get those laid out, and then worry about how to connect them along the cliffside. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I need some awesome braziers sitting on top of here. Huh? That'll look cool. Okay, so brick selection for fortifications. I'm going to just go limestone brick walls as the initial layer, because I want 2 high walls and then probably 3 high towers. I don't want to make the towers extremely taller than the walls because these blocks are already pretty tall to work with anyway, so 1 full story I think would be enough. So we're gonna come out here. Let's do 5. Put a gap. And then we go out 5. Put a gap. And then 5. So that's kind of tower 1, the initial part of it. And what I mean about initial part is, you know, what I just kind of said about, there we go, about having like a 1 tall base, which is going to be foundational, very much these limestone blocks, and then the next part of it is probably going to be wood. And the reason for that is I feel like having a two-tone wall structure would be cool looking. You know? And then that'll allow me to occasionally throw, like, say, a support here and there. Like, say that. Get a little bit of a pattern showing up the wall. And that'll just create some visual depth to our structure. Now, this is going to be a tower, but this is technically our wall too, and the design of it. Problem here is that these guys are going to get stuck. So let's make it to where hopefully they don't get stuck, right? We're going to have to kind of build a staircase to get them out of here if they decide to get stuck down there. All right. Other than that, are these limestone wall or limestone brick? Okay, so I built the wrong blocks. It's a little hard to select the right block sometimes. My bad. So I think we'll just get like this first initial kind of towers in. And this is going to be our baseline to kind of extrude throughout the rest of the build. 4 and 5 and boom and boom. And I don't want to have too many towers, because there is such a thing as too many towers, in my opinion, when you're making these things. Okay, supports, and these are just going to be hollow. Nothing, no fillers. I just don't want to waste the time, you know, doing much with them in that regard. So we can probably just do that. And I mean, I could, in theory, because we have a crap ton of limestone, I could cover it. You know, something like that. Gonna have to use kind of an emergency. Oh, progeny attack. They wanted slaves. The man of blood. What do we get? Okay, that's a lot of archers. That's honestly not ideal for us. And they are also attacking from the backside, which we don't have any defenses for. It's cold too, which is, again, not ideal. So we're going to go ahead and select everyone. I want to get them. Where's the current ramp? Is that the only ramp to get down here? Basically, so we're gonna have to fight kind of here, which is fine. Eventually I do want to have like a cool tower overlooking the mine area, and I kind of want to make a cool tower that's like bridged to like this spot here or something like that, with some walls going along. So there's some cool things I have planned with defenses, but we'll go ahead and take a defensive position here as quickly as possible. Hopefully our guys will get there. I don't know why everyone's over here. I honestly do not know why. So our archers are going to have to try and take out their archers as they appear. And then our infantry are just going to have to try and protect our archers from their infantry. Or we can kind of do the opposite. We can have our archers pick off their infantry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're going to get a high ground on me. Or maybe not. Let's get archers stacked up along this spot. And I want as many of my archers in range as possible, so that hopefully they can just outnumber their archers when it comes to firepower. Okay, so we got that. Let's send 3, say... No. Let's send... This is going to be a tough fight, I have a feeling. Let's send one guy, those two guys to intercept him. They have a lot of archers. Let's get those two guys over that way. Bob, you're gonna help with that. What other infantry you're missing? Some. Oh, Bob, we got, you're gonna have to get in there. Okay. Pausing the game often is really important in these type of situations. You really want to try and stay in control of what your people are doing. But honestly, we actually might lose someone here. Which is a shame, because everyone is named. Alright, Bob. Bob, get Boyd. Camden, help get Boyd. Edgar, on Boyd. We're gonna make sure everyone's fighting. Oh shoot, I am in trouble. We need to pull back the infantry a bit. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, Arnive is down. Jake is down. I think Uthris is about to go down too. This weapon type cannot damage this target? See if Califer can do anything about that archer. We need archers on their archers. This is a pretty not good situation going on here. We have a lot of archers not shooting. Uthris is dead. I died. Who's in critical condition? Jake? Cafalor is trying. Is everyone shooting? Yes, yes. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We just need to get them to run. Oh, Jax, you died too. Cafalor is in big trouble. Oh, Cafalor's down. That's bad. Alright, we won, but lost at the same time. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull people away. They're going to retreat. I'm going to let them retreat. Because we need to let people do the healing thing. We could still lose some people here. This is not how I wanted this episode to end. You know, right when we start working on defenses, we get ambushed from the side. Who's in critical condition? Jake, okay. I don't think anyone is really else lost any blood. Uthris. Uthris and Axe died. That's a pretty big blow. Cavalier, you're unconscious now. We got people taking care of them though, and we have herbs. So I think we will recover, but we lost 2 or 3 people. So I guess we get to actually use our crypts this episode. Damn shame. Okay, guys. With that, I'm actually going to end this episode here on a sad note. If you guys want, feel free to subscribe for more creative goodness such as this. Hit that like button. And F's in the comment section for the people who died defending our glorious settlement. We'll be working on defenses starting next episode. Something a little bit official. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that process. And hopefully this situation won't happen again. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you all